Finally got a 29mm setup. If you didn't see the video, you should go check it out. Hold on one sec. Be right back. Need to pull up the chat on the other computer machine here. There we go. Yeah, I got my 29. It's pretty fun. I put Tech Deck Performance wheels on it just to, like, I don't know, try them out some more, see if they have any purpose. And I don't know, for a while I was going through a thing where I really like deep concave decks. Not deep concave, you know, like significant concave, but I don't know. Lately I've been really liking my G15. It doesn't have too much concave. Yo, what's up, Late Shove? Pretty good day. Pretty good day. Got some work done, and need to get paid tomorrow and hopefully pay some bills. What's up, Chris FB? It's Clean Impossible. I love Impossibles. Those are like that's my favorite trick, probably. Yeah, here's the Tech Deck Concrete. I dropped a short video on it. You should go check it out if you haven't yet. And I'm working on a longer video right now too. Nothing crazy, just like a kind of an overview or a little review of kind of what I think of the mold. Really, I got it for the mold. I didn't really get it for anything else. And it's decent. I put a metal lip on it, which I'll touch on in the video, because it's really hard to do any kind of concrete kicker and have the edge be perfect. So I threw a little metal lip on there, but the really big problem is it's not to scale, like, at all. Try to get you guys a better view there. I mean, if this was a skateboard, I mean, this thing's really only like 2 skateboards long and a skateboard tall, you know, I mean, so it's not that big, but it's like the frustrating thing is it's so close. I wish it was like, you know, same with the Tech Deck wooden stuff. They're so close. If this thing was just like 1.5 times the size bigger, it would be probably perfect. But overall, for what it is, it's pretty fun. I like using it for this bank ledge thing right here. You can really use it kind of either way, and it's pretty fun. It's not too bad. The plastic, I didn't really have high hopes for the plastic, and it was pretty rough. I had to do some sanding. I don't know if you can really see how rough it is there. It is pretty rough still. I waxed the freaking crap out of it. But usually concrete and plastic doesn't really work together too well. But it seemed like it did in this case. So I don't know. We'll see if I can make another one. I'm not really sure if I really want to, though, because I mean, it really isn't the best. It's not the best obstacle. I mean, it's fun that I'm glad that I have one to mess around with, but now that I made it, I don't really see. There's not really. It's not really that cool. So, but overall, it was a fun experiment. I had my eye on it for a while. It was only $15, so it wasn't that expensive. My hoodie should be here, hopefully tomorrow, so I can show you guys what the hoodies look like on my website. They are made by a company called Printful. So when you order one, like, it goes to like a fulfillment service, and they make it, and then they get sent out. So it's all, like, you know, legit and everything. It's actually probably, you know, you're not relying on me, so they actually go out. They go out pretty quick. When I got mine, it shipped out like within a day. I was pretty surprised. And they're embroidered. They're not screen printed, so they should last a long time. Yeah, I love this little edge right here. This thing's pretty fun. I should put it on pallets. That would probably make it a little more fun. Then again, you can't use the kicker side, but kicker side is a little bit useless anyway. These things are pretty useful. If you buy a loaf ledge, I send you 2 of them. But yeah, they're just fun for kind of lifting things up a little bit. What this thing really reminds me of with this little bank right here is the half barriers that I sell. I don't have one handy, of course, but you know what I'm talking about. It kind of reminds me of like a mini version of that. What's up, CR85? How's it going? Yeah, I didn't use that reusable concrete, obviously. I used real concrete. But, yeah, I have that stuff right here. Here it is. It feels like used cat litter. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's a bunch of used cat litter in here. I didn't have high hopes for this at all, so I didn't even open it. I don't even want to know what kind of mess is in here. But, oh yeah, duh. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. It is Tuesday night. I'll have to change the title. I'm a stupid. But yeah, so, I don't know, it came out pretty cool though, overall. I've been wanting a 29 and it came with a 29, so that's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the graphic though. I've been wanting to try my own tech deck graphic for a while, so I'm thinking about taking this one and then sanding it down and putting an Anxiety Offline vinyl on here and then spray painting it and then pulling the vinyl off, so I have like a custom Anxiety Offline 29mm tech deck. We'll see. We'll see. It looks kind of cool with the bushings right now, so not sure. Oh yeah, fella, or finger dude. Where are you at? You like in Australia? I think you must. It's really far ahead for you right now. Tuesday night. Yeah, CR85. Same for me. I don't know why I put Monday. I wasn't thinking. I didn't get my coffee today, so maybe that's. Yeah, I think it's not. What is it? It's magic sand or whatever. It's some kind of kids stuff you would find in some kind of kids craft toy aisle. Of course, I can't think of the name right now. Like magic. It's some kind of clay or sand or some shit like that. Yeah, kinetic sand. Thank you. That's what it is. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I mean, if like the only, I mean, if you get it just for the mold, I don't really know if it's quite worth $15 for the mold. It's definitely probably not really, but if you want some kind of different concrete obstacle in your arsenal, and you have all the supplies available, it was a fun experiment. Peace out, CR85. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. South Africa, yeah, that's a far way away. That's cool though. Are there any fingerboarding stores in South Africa? You should make fingerboards. Yeah, I want to make fingerboards. I've been trying to find a company that would like team up with me and like send me like unfinished boards, like boards that aren't that are all shaped and everything, but just aren't sealed with lacquer yet, or with like whatever they use to seal it. And then I could do some cool airbrush you know, vinyl graffiti stuff or whatever, and then you know, seal them up and then send them out. But I haven't found a good company to team up with, or at least no one that really wants to team up. So we'll see how that goes. I want to do that though. This thing is so tiny. You really can't even really use these stairs unless you kickflip off of them. Because you can't shove off of them because your tail will hit it. Or your nose or whatever. You're bored. I guess you kind of can. These stairs are like so tiny. I love doing impossibles to grinds. Those are always so satisfying. Lately, I keep trying out different decks, but I keep going back to this one. I think I want to make a video about it because as much as I love these three, and I use them like super often, I really think that like this one is actually my favorite, and it's really odd because it's really not the craziest setup, but every time I pick it up, I can always do tricks with it, and it just always feels really good. I don't know, just for my sense of style or whatever. Varial, what's up, dude? What's up, Finger Dude? Skate or Die? Yeah, you can ask something, sure. Trying to get some from Hannah. They did sponsor your event. Yeah, Hannah did sponsor my event, and they were one of the first ones to send in their sponsor pack. A lot of companies haven't sent in their sponsor pack yet. So we'll see. But yeah, they are a great sponsor. And I think I have some of their stuff. Yeah, I have it right behind me actually. It's in that bag over there. But yeah, they sent in like 2 or 3 decks to give out, which was really cool. And then another really good sponsor was oh my goodness, XFlip Pro. They sent in like 2 or 3 completes or something. They sent in like a bunch of stuff, a lot of really cool stuff. And then Grind Fingerboards too also sent a lot of sweet stuff. So my main board, I have Tech Deck trucks, and I saw your video talking about how the bearings fall out, so I have to get good trucks to keep my bearing wheels healthy. I mean, personally, I would. I don't know. I don't trust the Tech Deck trucks with nice wheels, but I rock a couple setups like that though, and they seem fine so far. So don't take that advice too personally. I haven't had any crazy failures yet. Honestly, I think you're probably better with the Tech Deck trucks than you actually are the China trucks, because these China trucks are shaped so they actually like sit right next to the bearing. So then if your axles get loose, there's any like odd sense of force or whatever, then it actually could like punch the thing right out of there. But with the Tech Deck ones, where are they? With these ones, since they're like flat or flush, you know, they don't meet the bearing directly, then you're probably okay. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. So, I mean, actually though, Black Friday's coming up though, so that's the best time of the year to buy trucks. So if you want to get some trucks, Dynamic usually has trucks. I'm waiting to buy trucks for a couple setups. I might get a set for this one too, but Dynamic has a really cool Black Friday. Yeah, lock nuts help. These ones have loose axles, and the lock nuts help keep everything in place. That's for sure. But Black Friday's coming up. If you want to get nice trucks, do it then, because that Dynamic has a sale. They do 20. They do trucks for $1 per millimeter. So 29s are $29, and 34s are $34, and 32s are $32. It's like a super super dope sale. I remember last year I think I got like 2 or 3 sets, and then I actually didn't even end up using all of them. I ended up selling a set or two, but it's a great deal. So best time of the year to buy trucks is coming up in like 20 days. So if you need to get trucks, definitely do it then. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. Lock nuts help, but I wouldn't worry too much. I should probably update that video or put something in there, because I was thinking about that too when I rewatched it. This setup really surprised me. 26 millimeters with rip tape or whatever, some kind of foam tape. Or that's the foam tape I sell, actually. This is just the $1 foam tape. Tech Deck trucks, and then these are Chems, like $6 wheels. They're like really cheap wheels, but they're perfect. I mean, this thing feels amazing. If I tried Collier, not yet. I want to though. I almost bought one, and then the graphic I wanted was sold out, so I didn't end up getting it. But I want to try one eventually. I want to get a poly deck. I think that's on my list. I saw they have 29s, and I want to get more 29s, or maybe even like a 30 with 29 millimeter trucks. Love this thing. It's so fun, and the graphic is too fucking sick. Jeff Rowley, it's a Grim Reaper riding a Black Panther. I don't know, it's so sick. So sick. I couldn't find a record of this board existing in real life, so I'm not sure what the deal is with this one. But I dig it. This thing is pretty buttery. I waxed it with the good old curb candy. Yeah, that's one thing about Collier too. I couldn't decide what shape I wanted to try. So, yeah, what is there? Urban and then rural? Are those the two? One of them's like high kicks. One's basically high, and then one's mellow. Let's look real quick. Urban, mold, medium kicks, deeper concave. And then the rule is the mellow one, I think. That would make sense. Yeah, I want to try one of those. I just couldn't decide what mold. But yeah, I'll try the urban shape. Someone actually I take that back. I went to a meetup and someone had a Collier and I got to try it. I think it was the urban mold, and I did like it. It was just for a minute though. Are Tropics the best on the market right now? I can try to get some. I mean, they're my favorite. I rock them on every single fingerboard that I ride. They're super responsive. I mean, if you see in my videos, it's kind of like my style. Like, you're in my style to like come off of a trick and like flex the bushings a little bit. And like, these are perfect for that. I don't know, they just always feel so good to mush around on. But they're responsive though, they're not mushy. And they work on like pretty much every truck. BRTs, Dynamics, Tech Decks, Chinas, 26 Tech Decks, especially good. So I like them a lot. I think they work pretty good. And then we're gonna have new colors dropping pretty soon too. Gonna have like green swirls, pink swirls, and then blue lightwork bushings. Those are gonna be sweet. So the bushings that glow, we're gonna have them in blue, white, and green. My personal favorite is the green, which are these ones here. I guess you can see them better probably on this setup, but this material is like my favorite. Like this silicone is just really, it's perfect. And the holes always come out perfectly center punched. And that's one thing about my bushings is like I know FP Christopher dropped that video, like you can make bushings with a punch or whatever. I do make them in a similar way, but I do it like very differently. And like I'm a like perfectionist about like getting them perfect. So like for every one bushing I make, like I probably throw away like 5 because I want the hole to be perfectly centered. And I see a lot of bushings that like I've bought from other companies that get shipped out, or like I see them on Instagram or people post pictures, and like the holes are definitely not centered. But the ones I send out, I strive to get them perfect and to have them shaped in the correct way, because I got some like old school knowledge on how to get them shaped in like the right, cone shaped. But anyway, so that's one thing about mine. I'd only ship out perfect ones. Like, and I send out 6 in every pack too, so you get 2 extras. So if you buy 2 packs, then you essentially have like enough bushings for, that's like 12 bushings, and you only need 4 per setup, so 4, 8, 12. So if you buy 2 packs, you have enough for 3 setups. Yeah, like I bought tons of bushings from like legit, like well-known fingerboard companies that people swear by their bushings, and the holes are not perfect, like at all. Like you can tell they're just punched in 2 seconds and thrown in a bag. And it's a bummer because the material is really nice, but when the holes aren't centered, they don't do their job the right way. So, like I always make sure that mine are totally centered, and I might even discontinue these white lightwork ones because it's hard to get the holes centered because they're not. The more opaque the bushing is, the harder it is to do it. I found a nice way to do it using light, and if the bushing's opaque, it just doesn't work that well. That's why I like doing these ones a lot, because they always come out really perfect because I can kind of almost see through the material, and that helps a lot. So yeah, is X Flip Pro good? I bought the white street shape wheels, grip tape, and a deck. I mean, it's a great bang for your buck. They sponsored my event, so I have nothing but good things to say about them. And I have some of their decks. They're in that bag behind me. I'd bust them out, but I'll do it on the next live stream. But I was looking at them, and like I was really surprised. Their stuff is insanely high quality. I want to get one of their decks, and I like the shape of them. I don't know if they have different shapes or whatever, but the ones they sent me have a really nice shape, super similar to, like a Berlin wood, like nice concave dips and everything. And one thing that stuck out to me a lot is like the finish jobs on them. Like the lacquering is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. He sent me one blue one and one red one, and the finishing on the top ply and the bottom ply is just friggin' perfect. Like I wouldn't even want to skate them. They look so good. But so yeah, I don't think but good things to say. And the boards feel really poppy. Like I didn't skate them, but they feel. I don't want to put them together because they're for a giveaway. But they feel nice and poppy, and it's a great bang for your buck. I mean, I think he sells completes for $20 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, if you got $20 in your pocket and you need to get a fingerboard, I would definitely get it. I would definitely go X Flip Pro like over like anything on Amazon. That's for sure. Yeah, I haven't used Zane shit tuning, but our stuff's kind of similar. I mean, I don't want to say like if you say there's overrated, whatever, but I mean, I think they're kind of similar. I think he actually upgraded his in recent years to be molded bushings. I'm not quite sure. I've heard that though, but mine are kind of similar to his like V1 bushings or whatever. But I did a lot of research and R&D to make these what they are. So I mean, they aren't bushings that I just like started just like punching out and just like throwing it like just selling. A couple people who placed very early orders got my
test bushings, because I used to send out free bushings with every order, and those are my testing bushings. And like people would like I would send them out and just kind of hear what people would say, and they were good, but they weren't shaped the right way. So once I got that tip on how to get them shaped the right way, then they really, now they're perfect. I like how they sit too. They seem to sit especially well in dynamics, but they sit well in BRTs too. Like they perfectly take up the the inside bottom piece of the hanger, whatever this piece is here. They fill it in perfectly. So anyway, are Black River wheels good? Yeah, I love Black River wheels. I think they're amazing. They're the like they're people say they're plastic. I don't really know if they are or not. Oh, I gotta clean these ones, but they're definitely some kind of harder material. But even though they are, of course, they're not screeching much on this table, but they do got some screech. They surprise me a lot of the time. They make a lot of noise, and I think they're great wheels. I love them. They're super, super like hardy. I've used them outside, inside, and ones that come on the complete. Yeah, the ones that come on the complete are good. They honestly kind of remind me a little bit of the G8s. The G8s are a little bit more of an upgrade from that, but they're very similar, and they're a good wheel. You can't go wrong with them. Um, my friend has tried some and they're smooth. Yeah, they're really good. I had some. I have some. I'm pretty. Yeah, these are some in here. So I don't have them on a setup right now, but I do like them a lot. They're pretty much street dogs, but with no writing on them. And in my opinion, street dogs are the best Black River wheels. Those are the only ones I ride. I have those ones on here, and on another Berlin Wood, and then another Berlin Wood. I have G8s, but G8s are pretty much like the sister wheels of those. I mean, they're pretty damn similar. I mean, they're maybe a little bit harder, but they're pretty similar. But yeah, I like Black River stuff. I think it's good. I need to get some like so I guess you can use sewing machine oil to like kind of like keep your bearings nice and oiled up or whatever. I want to get some of that. One thing I like about using Black River stuff is it's just all so compatible. Like the trucks and the wheels and like everything are meant to go together. So when everything like just screws together so nicely and so perfectly and like works together so well. It's one reason I like Black River stuff so much. But at the same time, I like having a setup that's like all from different companies. Like a real skateboard would. Like wheel, Ilpil wheels and like dynamic trucks and like a Hannah deck. Like all these come from like different companies. Kind of like a real skateboard would have like a flip deck with like independent trucks like Spitfire wheels. I don't know. I like my stuff to be like kind of like realistic like that. I guess in a weird way. Yeah, the BRT versus Dynamics debate is a very heated one for sure. I'm not sure which ones I like better. I think certain ones feel better on certain decks. So like, can't clear my throat. So I feel like on chems and like Hannahs and like stuff like that, for some reason Dynamics feel better. But on a Black River or a Berlin Wood or whatever, or a flat face deck, like I don't know, I wouldn't put anything else but Black River trucks on here. So I don't know. That's just me. I think I feel like they both have their uses, and dynamics feel a little bit lighter as well, whereas BRTs feel a little bit heavier. So depending on your setup, you might want to like feel like you need to add more weight or take some away. So like on this one, when I upgrade it, I'm gonna put dynamics on here because I feel like I want to like keep it lighter than make it more heavy, because as is Tech deck is already pretty heavy. But for this one, the deck is super light. So I think if I upgrade it, I'm going to put BRTs on here, oddly enough. And then it will be the most expensive performance series setup in the world. Do I still skate? So I don't skate regularly. I have my skateboard sitting in my room. I'll like ride it to like the bakery down the block here and there. I want to get new wheels for it. It's super old. It's a skateboard meant for kids. I don't even know what size it is. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting a new one, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. I fall too much on my fixed gear. I had a really bad fall the other day. I was like skidding around in the leaves and stuff, and I totally lost it and flipped the bike around and fell. I guess I went this way. But I have this like huge bruise right here. And it was the second time I fell in that spot too within a couple days, so it hurt pretty good. So I'm not sure how much I can really afford to fall on a skateboard, unfortunately. That's really what keeps me away, is really I got into fingerboarding because I had a really bad cycling accident, and I was kind of laid up and I needed something to do. And anyway, when I had that fall, it kind of made me realize like, oh shit, I'm getting old. I can't afford to like fall and like, you know, take the week off work and like, you know, physical therapy or whatever kind of bullshit insurance, you know, stuff. Insurance is fucking expensive. So that's kind of what keeps me away from a lot of the extreme sports lately, is I just can't afford to fall and things. But we'll see. We'll see. I want to get another skateboard. I want to get decks mainly to put up on my living room walls to make my video backgrounds more interesting. So I'm sure once I start collecting decks, one of those decks will end up getting set up. Because I want to set one up kind of like it would be like my dream deck from when I was a kid, you know? Like get like a dope, like, I don't know, a toy machine or something. Or I mean, I like all the old brands, you know, like Toy Machine and Shorties and Flip and Birdhouse and Hookups and World Industries and Blind, pretty much. Those are like my favorite brands. Like if I could get like a Blind or a World Industries deck with like some independent trucks and Spitfire wheels, like that would be pretty fucking sick. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I almost ordered one a couple months ago, but then I ended up quitting my job, so stuff changed a little bit. It's my go-to trick right there. Front side nose to like a little shove it out. Violet or Hockey? Yeah, for sure. I should check out some brands like that. A lot of the new school brands have really cool graphics. Like I like Primitive's graphics a lot. Those are like, I mean, they're probably pretty played out to a lot of you younger folk. But no, I'm just playing. But I think their stuff's cool, all that anime stuff and everything. Hockey, I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check them out. That's one. I think I've heard of Violet. I think I've seen some Violet tech decks or something like that. Or no, I'm thinking of Magenta. So Fingerboard Connor on TikTok posted a really cool video. And he mentioned the skate video by Magenta Skateboards. If you search it up, it should pop right up. It's like their newest video. It's a really, really dope skate video. Sister brand to FA. Okay. I don't know what FA is, unfortunately. But yeah, Magenta, that video. Like how chocolate is to girl. Oh, okay. Got you. I used to like chocolate a lot when I was a kid. And girl. I wish that Berlinwood had a collab with Real Skate Brand and did graphics. Yeah, that'd be cool, actually. I'm surprised they've never done that. I don't think you're going to be able to roll up that obstacle. Yeah, it doesn't really work. It doesn't work like that. We were kind of skating it using the ledge here. I I guess you guys don't have the best angle. My apologies. I tried to get this tripod thing going, but the table's just not quite big enough. Need to switch that up. But yeah, kind of using the ledge here. But yeah, if you're, I'm not sure how long you've been in here, Grilled Pixels, but here's the Tech Deck concrete set, and I poured real concrete into it. Here's how it came out. I put a little metal lip on here so you could roll it up, or you could roll it up, so you could roll up it. But it's so small. I mean, even if you can roll up it, can't really skate left-handed, but I mean, you know, I don't know. It's tiny. It's tiny. Like I was saying earlier, you can't really even shove it off of it because if you shove it this way, your tail hits it, and if you shove it this way, your nose hits it. It's like, it's so tiny. But the frustrating thing is it's so close. Like this Tech Deck stuff is sweet, but it's frustrating because it's so close. Like their wooden stuff is cool, but it's just like if it would be so much cooler if it was just like 25% bigger. And same with this one. It's so close. Like it would be like this idea is sweet, but it would be perfect if it was just like 25 or 35% bigger. I mean, ideally probably like 50% bigger. But but anyway, there's the writing on there too. I'm not sure if you can see that from the mold. Kind of funny. But it was a cool experiment. I'm working on a longer video now, kind of like a review, whatever, of it. Kind of like a if you should try it, whatever. And I'm honestly not really sure. I mean, it was $15 for that mold. And plastic isn't really the best stuff to use concrete with. So, yeah, the stair set is super small. I mean, it's, like I was saying, like, this thing isn't even as tall. Like, it's literally as tall as a fingerboard if the fingerboard's sitting on the wheels. Like, I mean, that's how tall it is. You guys don't have the best view, but like if I put it like that, like they're totally like even. And it's funny if you put it like that, the fingerboard like towers over this thing. You can see the shadow kind of. So yeah, I mean, it's not even like a stair set. It's like, and I was thinking when I was making it, I was like, oh, cool, you could probably skate this side and this side, but you really can't do anything on this side. I mean, you can kind of like ride up it and like do stuff off of it, but for some reason, this one came out really rough. I think because this is the side that gets opened up, so it's not as strong of an edge, but it's almost too rough to even skate. I don't like skating stuff that's too rough. I feel like it's gonna like really dig into my trucks and ruin my trucks. But this one's not terrible. But I had to sand it though. It wasn't perfect. It had some weird line going down it, and a lot of weird stuff going on. And then it's funny, they tried to like be artistic and put some like, make this like not perfect for some reason. I don't really know why. Make it look more urban or something, but yeah, so anyway, tiniest stair set ever. It's honestly more in scale with the mini Tech Decks they used to make, the ones with the one screw kingpin things, the little tiny ones. I wish I had one handy. This thing would actually be perfect for that, because you could ride up this thing and like ollie up here and like kickflip off. And I guess you kind of could, but it's just like, I don't know, it feels like a skate park for ants. Fifi, what are you doing? She's like crawling on the couch. How long have we been on live for? And the length of a fingerboard. Yeah, it's literally the length of like 2 fingerboards. That's the entire length of this whole thing. It's pretty short. So that's what she said. But I don't know, it was a decent experiment though. It's pretty fun. Another obstacle for the arsenal. I'll probably end up giving it away to one of the homies or something. But yeah, that's about it really. So probably end this live stream in a minute here. Get a couple more tricks. I'm working on another edit, and then I'm working on an edit, and I'm working on a video about how hobbies help anxiety and depression. So that should be an interesting video too. So look forward to that one.
Never used a concrete obstacle? Oh man, you should use one. They're like, they're life-changing on a fingerboard. Concrete and marble. Those are my two favorite. Mediums to grind on. And I sell both right now. I have one right here. There we go. I sell these benches as well. These are super satisfying. So yeah, if you're looking for some concrete, definitely hit me up. Rather than this is in concrete. Looking for concrete or marble, you know, hit me up. I got some cool stuff. So bushings too. So Tropics are almost sold out. Got 2 sets of green left. And then we're gonna have to do a restock. So we'll see what colors are coming next. But I'll always have light work. So we have a new color coming soon to those. So stay tuned. And thanks so much for watching. There we go. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Yeah, no, I messed up the day. Yeah, my bad. I have to edit the title. I'll do that. I don't know what I was thinking. Looks like someone wants to go outside. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. I wanted to put her on the screen real quick. She's gonna fall. She's too big to be up there. Fifi. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.